Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Backyard Racing. I'll be in the shop today. I'm supposed to go to New Orleans to No Problem Raceway and film at the track, but I have been sick with sinus infection, so decided it'd be best stayed home. I've got to get the streetcar out and out of the way. I'm going to be working on the bug. I need to get it done, so I want to just go ahead and get the streetcar out of the way. I'm going to put it outside and get the bug in here. So I'll try to give you some footage of that, what's going on with that, and hopefully you'll be okay. Just something, content, see what is going on. It's a 1969 bug. I'm just doing tune-up. Battery's probably dead and again. It's been sitting there. The guy finally got me the parts. It does not belong to me. It belongs to somebody else. But I got everything I need to put it together, and it runs. It's just bad plugs, bad stuff. So we'll go from there. I'll film it. You can see what's going on, give you an idea, show you what I'm doing, and we'll go from there. Hopefully it's something you enjoy. The cat's playing with the darn tripod. But thanks again. Welcome to Backyard Racing again. Some content. I'll be working in the shop. Once I get the car done, I will be working on the streetcar some. So thank you again, and hope you enjoy it. What's up, guys? Well, finally got the streetcar outside. We got the bug in here. Decided it wanted to rain, so at least I got it inside before it started to rain. Like I said, I've been fighting the cold, been sick. I haven't been doing anything. I missed work too, but I'm gonna it's minor. Just do a tune-up. I've had to clean this carburetor, change the fuel pump, change the brand new fuel tank in the front of this thing. Brand new tank, brand new lines. That was the biggest thing. When we first got it, the brakes were frozen. I had to take them off and check brakes and go through it. Everything was frozen up, so that's what I did there. Today I'm just gonna finish going over it, tune it up. I got to put it battery back on battery charging. It's weak right now, so I need to charge the battery and do tune up, plugs, wires. Got a new filter for it, air breather filter. I'll say just get that in there and then get it back to crank again. I mean, it run before, it just run like crap. It was missing on one cylinder. I thought it might have been something wrong with the cylinder, but then after I changed the plugs from one to another, it came to life. So it was the plug that's dead. It's still dead. That one plug's dead. But I'm gonna change that. This is a bug. It's just a old beater bug. I'll show you what it is. It's a 1969 Volkswagen Bug. This old beater bug, and nothing to it. It's a good little bug. It's got 1300cc in it. It needs a paint job. They know that. You got it. But it's only, if you can hear me, this bug was like the 12th off the line, I think, production line for 1969. When we read the paper or whatever, it's like 12th on the line when it was built. So, but yeah, it's not bad. It needs some stuff done to it. So he'll get it all done. It's dirty right now. I've been sitting outside. Interior wise, nice seats, whatever. For 69 bug, it's pretty good. The interior, if you can see, the headliner is in immaculate shape. I'm surprised it's not falling down. It's dirty, but it's immaculate shape, so it feels pretty good. I say I've got to finish doing tune-up on it. It is a 1300cc motor, if you can see it. New carburetor, new fuel pump, new fuel tank. That's where we're at with that. So yeah, we're trying to get it put back to life for him, and I told him I would. So that's what we've been doing. Once I get it done, he actually got this for his other half, who has never drove a standard before. So I'm like, "You sure you want to do this?" But that's what she wanted. So we're gonna go after it and change some things up and get the plugs done, the wires done. So I thought I'd let you give you an idea what I got going on today. Pretty neat little bug once they get it all fixed and put it back together. And it's got to have some work. I mean, the bed pans underneath, I looked underneath it and they're not rusted out, which was a great thing. I've got a little rust here and there on the back, and the top had Bondo from somebody. I don't know who done that. But they get it put back together and kill the rust that's in that started. they'll be good because, like I say, the bed pan, the floor pans are amazing. So you can see what's going on there. I don't know if you can see or not. Maybe you can. So, I don't know if you've ever changed plugs in a Bug before, but they go to each side. Some of them you can do this way or other. Actually, got Bosch plugs, which is what you should run in a Bug. Some people say, no, don't just do it, but it's just preference. I like the Bosch. We got new plug wires I'm putting on, so it'll be pretty nifty. So, biggest thing, like I say, start taking stuff out of the way so I can get to what I need to, and get the wires changed. I don't know if that light's too bright and glaring. Hopefully it's not. You can see the best you can. Try to get it done. Not very fun, not very exciting. There's no drag racing here. Just what I was trying to do. So we'll go from there. I grab my light. One second. My other light. Sorry about that. I had to go get this other light so I can actually. This one gives me light to see, but this one I can see around what I'm doing. So, plug wires are on the side. If you've ever seen the Volkswagen Bug, that's where they are. That's hose to the breather. Still a pain in the butt to get to, but it's not too bad. I mean, it's been worse. So. Bluetooth or Blue Ion Cornwall light. It's a good light. It definitely blinds you. Allow you to see. It's good to have them at night. So yes. Okay. I put this thing in gear, but I may not have. So anyway, these breather caps out of the way. Just make breather for the fan. It sucks and puts air down. So like I say, this thing was sitting outside. Does have some leaves in it, but they were actually in when I got it, so I just had not cleaned them all out. So, my focus was making it running and driving and moving. So let's see what we got here. What's it? I'm back. Each his own. Some people don't wear gloves, some do. Depending on what I'm doing, whether I wear gloves or not. This thing been sitting outside and things going on. I'm not saying it would, but if something's gonna, if there was a critter and everyone to try to bite me, I would rather than try to bite through the rubber glove, which you won't be able to normal. But there shouldn't be nothing in there. So that plug off. So from there. The plugs are different and the same, if it makes any sense. So try to lay them out. Obviously, that's pretty cool. Little short thing, stubby, short little thing. They're not marked. And they come from anybody. It doesn't matter who manufactures them. They're not marked. So try to find the one that's the closest to it. Try to find the one that's closest to it and go that route. Nothing fancy here. I'm not trying to say I know it all, but that's that one. So here's our first one. I'll check it. Make sure none of these any different. Sometimes I will actually take and put the heat on them and let them heat up so they're a little limber. This one the same. So they're about the same. So the two longer ones or for the other side, obviously. See, it's longer, so it's got to reach further, so you want the long ones for that side. Got to change plugs and stuff, so. Oh. Go from there. That's good. Now I'm gonna have my ratchet. Get down there to the plug. I was wondering, that one does have. Here we go. You'll see what I'm talking about a little bit. These when you get these in, you have to take these tips off. If you can see that or not. You take these tips off because these are actually a stud type, so those tips will not work on that. You have to take that off in order to make it work. So we'll go from there. Anybody that knows anything about working mechanics probably think, well, that's no dub. It is what it is. Somebody may have never done this before. I don't know. I told him he need to change later on the cap and rotor and all that, but right now we're just focusing on what we can do. They're on a budget. Matter of fact, they're in New Mexico. He moved over there to work for a little while. Her parents are here, so once they get it all done, I'll carry it tomorrow, supposed to tomorrow, to their house and drop it off and go from there. And once they can turn the key and run it. I told them I wouldn't drive it. The tires aren't bad, but there's one of them that doesn't look real good, so it needs to be changed. So let me go spark the wrench, which we didn't get. But as right now, this one had a stopper in it. Stopper's gone out of it, so I'm gonna push it back in. Pray it'll stay. Somebody will ask why you use that. Well, if you don't, when you finish taking the spark plug out, it won't come out with it. It'll fall in there. Plugs they got in here, so does not seem one. And some people say you can get it from the bottom better than you can the top. That's just your preference, what you want to do. There we go. Kind of easy with spark plugs. You don't want to snatch on them, and make sure it's on there right, correct. If it's in a bind and you're not paying attention, breaking spark plugs is easier than you think. People say, oh, they're pretty durable. They are, but you can break one pretty quick, like, if you're not careful. So, give you an idea what these plugs, I don't know how long they've been in here. The guy that owns 4, he used to be in a bug club, take care of this, and he had 2 or 3 of them, and this is one of the ones he built. And I guess you could say it wasn't his pride and joy, so he didn't take care of it like he should have, I guess. But you see, that's the plug. A little on the dirty side, they are. If you notice, like I say, there's a stud right there. It's not like the tips, though. Tips there. So we're going to take this off. I thought I could get it. Okay, sorry about that. Well, I'm not sure what I needed. I didn't know I was going to take these off like this. So. now. Take these off. Okay, you got the right one. The stud's staying, so we're good. So you just take that off. Got the stud back, same as this one. When I do check, it's from the shank down. You see that? There. Make sure the distance from each one is the same from the shank to the shank. You can see that. You want to make sure those are the same from top to bottom. This could be longer, this could be shorter, but as long as from right there to right to the end of there is exactly the same, then you're good to go. So, I got my little chair, honey's all over the place. Sliding and moving around. There's a little grommet on this thing, and that's why they don't go in there like they're supposed to. But that's what keeps the spark plug from falling out. In here. I don't know where my other one is. Probably in one of them drawers. I'm just being too lazy and I'll go look for it. Ugh. Be careful we don't push down that. I know it's gapped already. We had been down that wrap, so that's fine. We can get this down in this hole where it's supposed to be. Let's see if we can get it started. It is starting. Oh goodness. Once it gets to a certain point of the bind, then the only thing we'll be doing is just turning the socket right there. That's what I was thinking. Neighborhood I live in, there's a lot of guys with imports around me all over the place. They seem to like those, which is fine. I got nothing, like I told you before. I like what I like and they like what they like. That's that rubber piece that goes in it. Take it out for the moment so we get this tightened. That way it'll go down where it's supposed to. Now it's actually on the socket. Put extension on it, makes it easier to turn. Well, that's probably boring to some people, but if somebody's never done it, just take your time. Like I say, that's porcelain that's on here, right there. That's porcelain. If you're snatching and jerking, you can break that off. And if you're not careful, and you're on these crooked and you do it, that's not a big hard casing metal. It will, you can round the side off. I've seen it happen. And then you're fighting to get a socket out, or getting a spark plug out. So just take your time and ease it on there and make sure it's sitting smooth, and going back in, make sure it's right, sitting where it's supposed to be. And you won't have any problem. Just take your time. If somebody's never done it before. But most people that are watching this probably have changed spark plug before. So, let's see here. Make you sound like you're a dummy. You've done it. Some people have it. There's guys that I know that, people I know that are not mechanics. They just, not their thing. There's one I know real good that actually does videos and filming and editing, and then be around hot rods as much as he does. You think he'd know how to work with cars. I mean, he knows basic, check your oil, water, radiator, and stuff like that. As far as doing this kind of stuff, ain't his thing. He ain't never had to do nothing like this. It's just not his thing. He's always been in, like I say, video and take care of it, stuff like that. So it's just cool. That's what I'm saying. It each his own. And You do have to make sure you get that on there right. If you don't, you'll know. You crank it up, it's popping and acting like a fool. You know you're not on there right. You put electrode. This has got. I took it apart, cleaned it, and put electrical grease into it, so it would do fine. That is actually on there now. So I can go on to the next one. You're Sarah Payne. If you're not careful, your pain will come off. I can take all these off because I know where they go, but I'm not. I'm doing one at a time. That way I know I'm not messing anything up. That's a little keeper. You use that to keep your spark plugs side by side. Go from there. So, anyways, that's the next one to go on. We'll go from there. Actually, I've went through these. They are gapped. I'm done. So, I don't have to redo it again. So I know they're gapped. It's not a problem. Most of them are. You can check them. You can get a gap feeler gauge and check them if that's what you feel best about. Most time nowadays, they come from factory. When they're manufactured, they're set to a standard gap for that plug. So you can check them. These were fine. They were not out of gap, not out of range. They were good, so I don't have to worry about whether they're in range or not. So let's see. I'm actually kind of sitting in the doorway. You can't see it, but the garage door's not on here yet. I could have shoved the bug a lot further in, but wasn't a need to. I've still got the Novaks up that you surround the outside where the vinyl goes and all that. So it's kind of temporary door to keep the rain off of me. I mean, it's not poured beyond anything, but it is, and we'll go from there. Like I say, they're not that bad to get to because they're on the side. I've heard people tell me, "Oh, you do from the bottom," but the bottom of me is kind of funky. I don't have no luck at the bottom. Maybe they do, but I don't. So. I mean, this bug, everybody looks at it, so oh, it's a piece of junk. But 1969 bug that was number, like I say, if we checked it, it was number 12 manufactured. So out of 1969 Volkswagen bugs, factory, that's not bad. I mean, it's pretty much factory steel. Everything you see on it's still here. Paint is not factory. We know that. Paint's not factory. We're good. I did not put the rubber piece in it, so. And this plug's not too bad. It's pretty good shape. Like I say, just who had it before, they I don't know how long it's been since it's had plug wires or plugs put in the period. So probably been a while. There's that. Let's get back in here, get started. Take your time. And do not drop the spark plug. As you're going back into it, that's why I put that rubber piece in it. If you drop it, the tips of these spark plugs are pre-gapped and set. If you drop it, those little things, they're hard. I mean, they're not going to burn up from sparking, but they're soft enough. Spark plugs are made. I mean, they'll take the heat. You can see there's a gap in there, inside that. There's a gap. And that gap right there, if you're not careful, you drop it. As you can see that, you close the gap completely up. And then when you try to crank it, it won't crank because it's not sparking. So when you put them back in, you want to make sure you don't drop the spark plugs, you don't ram it in there, you guide it in there slowly and smoothly and try not to scrape the sides and just kind of line it best. If you touch it, it's not going to hurt it, but you just want to make sure you line up right, and you do not want to cross thread this spark plug. So Alright. Hold on a minute, there's the phone. Hang on 1 second, I'll be back with you folks. What's up guys? I'm back at it again. Had to take a detour for a moment. Trying to get this done. Got all the plugs on that side done. Now I'm trying to get these done. I've got the one there. It's completed. Just have to feed this wire. That's the only thing about this side. It's the wires. A little on the pain side. Get them through. And feed them all the way across. Which is doable. Just have to do it. Fight to the other side. Not bad. Let me see, I got them in now, so put it in. You have to make sure the rubber grommet that goes on just as a cover. You actually have to push the now I say this is gonna fight me. The inside has to go down inside. That's what you have to. All the way in. So that's where that's at. And there's a wire loom thing on the back of that, so you can actually stick the wire on that loom so it don't bounce around or fall off. Like I say, these have the way it goes on there. The loom. I guess you hear my garage cat meowing and acting a fool. I don't know what she wants, but she done been fed, so yes, I feed her because she stays out here and she'll take care of the mouses. There, you hear it snap on, it slides on that. She said, take that on out, get it out of the way. Biggest thing is getting this socket down there on the spark plug. I know my head's in the way. Sorry about that. But there we go. Get it down in on there and take it out. So it's not too bad. One more to go and have all the plugs done. It's not bad. I mean, if you take a regular Volkswagen now, not a bug, but even a bug, ones that they don't make them anymore, but the Jettas and all that, you change no spark plug like this. It's old school and it's cool. I mean, 1300cc, it's a good little car, no more than what the car weighs. They take these cars and they'll Baja them out and they'll go race the Baja 1000 in the bug division. They don't go fast. They just continue to go. That'd be a cool thing to do. I'd love to. I guess if I had to say I had a bucket list, it'd be to race in the Baja 1000. I would probably race I don't know, trophy trucks would be fun, but it's a lot of money to race a trophy truck. And you gotta have deep pockets to do that, so. Yeah. So far all the plugs are just black, like they've been in here forever. So that's the biggest deal with these things. They've been in it forever, so they need to be changed. I mean, I don't know ever. I don't know how long they are. They're just dark, black. This thing was not running and had to take and put brake cleaner through it for the longest, trying to figure out what it was. And I get the crank and then go find out the fuel pump was bad and got it. And then the gas tank was, you won't believe the crap I found inside that gas tank. That gas tank was bad. I don't mean a little bad, I mean a lot bad. It has so much rust in that thing, it wasn't even funny. So, but anyways. I didn't get to go to Louisiana this weekend to No Problem Raceway. But, best to stay around. There's a couple other things coming up. The biggest thing is just having to stay near the house. And I fought this cold and I just hate to get down the track. Somebody else got something where my sinuses messing me up. I'd hate to get down there and have more problems. So I had a box full of paper and the cat gonna crawl up in the box full of paper. I guess he's trying to find a soft place to lay down. That's what she's doing. I don't know what you're doing, but you shouldn't be doing all that in that box. And go find you a place to relax. So, anyway, she's back in the box again. Alright, she had to jump back in there. She's trying to find her place to get, I guess. When I had the Mustang in here, she would, I left the door down and had blankets and stuff in it. I didn't mind. She'd crawl in there and sleep. And she was safe. She showed up during the middle of a hurricane. And we never did find out who it is. But she belongs to somebody. She got no claws in the front. She's been fixed. But you never find anybody want her. Or claim her. So, she don't stay in the house. Stays out here. This is her house and she takes care of it. So. If it's a squirrel or a rat, you better look out because she ain't playing. She'll take you out in a heartbeat. She's a good cat. There's that one. I had to get this out without the rubber boot coming off, which it didn't. Yay. Change the plug wire out. Like I say, I've done it one at a time. I mean, you know the fire order, which I do, and I know where they are. I mean, I could take them all off one time and put them back, but if you don't know what you're doing, take them off one at a time. Place one, change your spark plug, and then change your. You ain't gonna be done with it, because if you don't, you end up with problems. If you get them off, then you get a bad misfire and you start popping and things start happening you don't want to happen. So, slide this down on there like it's supposed to be. There it is. And you'll feel it slip and slide and do its thing. So, I say, these aren't too bad to feed back here. A little bit. Have to get it off. If you get it in there, you can't really see it. I'd show you, but there's no room. Show you. If you're having problems, you take a clothes hanger and stick it through there and feed it across. Which, like I say, I've got it in my hand already. It ain't that bad. It's right there. The biggest thing, make sure everything's down. Make sure you're in on all of them, because if you don't, when you go to crank it, it's going to act crazy on you. It's going to be a mess. You'll be popping and you won't know why it's popping, and you'll figure it out, but it's not something you want to do. So just make sure they're all in there good. Be honest with you, this coil wire is harder to get on than the other wires, because you got to go around all this stuff to get to it. It can be a pain. You fighting it too much, you can release the bolts, take the coil out. There's 2 bolts here. Release it, slide it up, and put your coil wire on and go from there. So it can be a pain. Not any fun, but it is what it is. Worst things. It's a bug. I've had several bugs. I actually had a 71 that somebody took a Porsche pancake motor, it's a flat top motor, and stuck it inside the bug. And cooler weather, the thing was fly. I actually had the spindles where the axle spindle slam off of it and take off. The thing had so much power, twice I had to change the spindles. And it turned out pretty good, so it wasn't too bad. But that little bug would fly. And I had one that had 1600 dual port, dual carburetors, built that one. It was fun. Bugs are fun to play with. I mean, I don't lie. cousins and them, they've all had them, and I've had them. We've had little dune buggies. Make them street legal and drive them on the road, so nothing to them. Next thing I got is this little jewel right here, which is a breather. So I don't have my knife in my pocket. I normally keep a knife in my pocket. And of course, I left it at the house today. So, all right, hang on. Let me find something real quick. Alright, sorry about that. Trying to get a knife to this thing taken apart. Kid ain't gonna lay in the box. She over there sleeping. Oh well. She won't be to shut up so she can sleep, I guess. She keep looking at me like, what are you doing? So, anyways, there's what the top is. So, this is going to go on there. This here is your hose, part I was telling you about. Stick it on, put it to the back, slip that on there, slip the cover there. It's got a clamp right here. The thing about it is you got to make sure this clamp needs to come around. I got to loosen up, bring it to right here. You don't want it in the way over here because the linkage is in the way over here, and if you get in the way of that linkage, then you could have issues. So this kit actually comes with a bolt, the top, the filter. You stick it on, stick it there, and there's your bolt for your thing. To find your hole, tighten it up. It's no big deal. So, haven't cranked this in a while. Battery's dead. Someone has to charge the battery. Fuel line has bled down, which with these cars it does. It's common. Got to make sure you put your air ducts back on. If you don't, can cause heating problems. Some people run them without it. I'm like, there's a reason they're on there. So, get the right way. That will go there. If it's the right one, you gotta make sure you got the right one for the right side. Not sure. So, yeah, that's how that goes. This one will go here. There. This will go back down here. So, get these parts. Like I say, you just got to make sure you got them right way. Alright, so there's that part. That's probably a boring video. People are going to laugh. You may watch it and be amazed at me, but I don't do this for you guys. I mean, everybody's out about the views and subscribing. You know, I'm just doing it. I'm just having a good time. I'll get to the track. Our track at the moment is closed. Hopefully somebody will finally pick it back up. It's either you can buy it for $1.2 million or you can lease it. So, as right now, as nobody has jumped on the whole buy-in, and I don't know about the lease, I'm not going to go about what I've heard. So, everybody's got complaints, and you know, somebody will pick it up. I mean, yeah, $1.2 million is a lot of money to buy it. But the potential's there. Hopefully they'll buy it and turn it back to track. You never know. Somebody might buy the darn thing and decide they may lose track altogether. They may decide to build houses on it. That's the way the world is nowadays. But can't blame them. It's investment. That's what people do. They invest. So, you investing. So can't blame them. And that's what it is. So, well, there's the spark plugs. Breather back on here. I'm not sure which way I'm going to go. I think I'm going to have to leave the breather off because, like I said, I haven't cranked this in a while. I will have to prime the motor up to get it fuel pumped. Put fuel back into it. This little thing here, it'll prime up. I've had to let them sit for. So, well, I'm going to end it there. We'll get the battery on charge. Get stuff done. Once I get the battery fully charged and ready to crank it, I'll show you how to prime the fuel pump back up, and we'll give it a shot, crank it up, see how it works. Thanks again. Thanks for being here. Hopefully, so it's just what I do my day to day, hanging out, and just stuff I'm doing. I'll hopefully be back to working on the cars. Gotta get this bug out of my way. I don't know if you can see. There's a cat in the box. That's it. She's just hanging out in there, enjoying her time in the box. Alright, guys. Well, I appreciate it. Memory card, I think, is getting full. It just flashed me, so. Alright, well, we're going to go back to it. And like I say, I'll come back when I get the battery all charged back up and give it a shot. Thanks again for watching, and hopefully it's not too boring. If it is, sorry. I appreciate it. Thanks. What's up, guys? Hey, welcome back. I apologize, I didn't get a chance to show you the bug running. It started to sprinkle a little bit, and I had to load it up on the trailer and carry it to the new owner, not new owners, but the owners originally had it. Carried it down to another shop and dropped it off. Still got some things that need to be done. Tires need to be done. It needed front end had to be aligned. Once they're done with that, they got a couple of things they want to do. The interior was in good shape. Some of the door panel, I think, one door panel was messed up. A couple other things they want to get done. And once they get all that done and back working right on the road, need a new battery. I'm going to get it back and go over it. They want me to wrap part of it and put it back the way it was. I'm not sure when that'll be, but that'll be up to them. The actual owner of it is in New Mexico, so they're doing their trip. I haven't had time to really do anything here. It's about 29 degrees this morning. I'm out shop now, and it's probably about 45. I got two heaters going, but they're trying. They're not doing their thing. So I'm actually inside cooking dinner. I decided to come out, finish it up. Like I said, I didn't get a chance to finish showing you the bug run. It runs great, runs good. Hit the big key and turn it, cranked right up. They were well and happy. I got some more things coming up. Several races that are coming up. It's just January. So I'm going to try to hit a couple of them. I want to try to go to Bradenton. They got a race coming up again. It's not a bracket race, so that'll be pretty good. It's kind of like a grudge racing deal. No Problem Raceway's got a couple of things coming up. There's several tracks around here start kicking the stuff off again once it starts warming up. But I will be trying to work on my car a little bit. Showing you what I got going with that. I've got to take the engine, which is over in the corner. I can't see it behind me. And go have it checked, the 4.6. The 5.0 motor I got, just need to reassemble it, put it back together. The heads are going to be different heads, aluminum heads that I got, and we'll go with the intake, and it'll be turboed. So, but I just want to give you an update what I was doing. I appreciate you. Hopefully you'll continue watching. Not that many people have, but I appreciate the ones that have, and thank you. And just having time and doing what I can. Right now with the cold weather, it's kind of hard and trying to keep things going in the house. But again, thank you, and take care, and stay safe. And if you're down in the cold weather, you're up in the cold weather, all the snow is. I feel for you guys. It was a bad snowstorm. So take care, and we'll catch you on the next one.